my name's Vanessa.
I'm Brielle.
And I'm Paige.
And welcome to TTYL.
We have a packed show. We have TMI, where we're going to talk about everything from Ebola in the United States to Chief Keef not being allowed in New Jersey. We have a By the Way section where Vanessa's going to tell you how to survive school. We have a special guest from the New York Student Union coming to sit with us and chat. And of course, we have our blog question of the day.
That is always super fun.
Yep, it's what is your major and what is your career aspiration? So think about it. We're going to want to know.
So that's going to be really awesome.
You guys think of some answers?
Okay, and let's give it up for our DJ Little Man, for keeping
This is probably my favorite part about the come up. Now we have this hype. It makes us a little cooler.
Yes.
Than we already were.
So let's start off with too much information. First, we have Ebola in the United States.
Okay.
We have Eric Duncan, who was from Liberia and came to Texas, and he has since passed away from Ebola. So how do you
And
feel
that's
about
the first
this?
case in the United States,
Right.
like confirmed, diagnosed. As far as we're hearing from the news, there's been other cases, but nothing's been confirmed, and I think we need to hold off on really making any assumptions until it's like confirmed and diagnosed.
See, I feel differently because I feel like if we don't take action, this could become
Global.
like a plague. Like this could just.
So how did you feel when the Americans that were in Africa, when they were diagnosed Ebola, they brought them over here to get treated?
Well, I feel like whenever you're sick, you want to be home. So obviously they'd want to come home, and we have, the best doctors here. So why wouldn't you? When I'm sick, I want my mom. So I wouldn't want to be in another country.
True.
So, I mean, it is really sad that he passed away. But the one thing that was crazy to me was that he went to the hospital and said, I think I'm sick. And the nurses said, oh, go home, take some Tylenol.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nuts to me.
How do you guys feel about people traveling in from Africa or from anywhere else? I don't think that we should limit like how particular we should be on people flying in from just Africa. This could really be anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, they do have safety precautions where they're checking your temperature before you get on the plane, and it's a way that they don't have to touch you to check your temperature. And if there's anything suspicious, they're going to stop you. I mean, it's just like regular security, except it's much more heightened.
How do you guys feel people like joking about it? Like the things on Instagram, the memes,
I
people
don't
joke
think it's funny.
Or even there was a man that was on the airplane and he joked and said, I have Ebola. So
I heard someone
scientists
said they
and
wanted
everything.
to be Ebola for Halloween.
How do you dress up as Ebola for Halloween?
I don't know, but we'll find a picture and we'll let you know.
Not funny, not ready, too soon.
Right.
Moving forward.
Yes. Okay, so now we have Chief Keef beef, which sounds like something you get at P.F. Chang's. But Chief Keef has a beef with Newark in New Jersey. And so basically he wrote a song titled Finito, but now he is Finito from New Jersey. Saying that he was going to bomb the state or, whatever.
Well, he was actually going to blow up New Jersey. Well, however he was going to go about it, that was on him. But
I just think like the bigger topic of it is how does social media play into beefs that rappers have. Back in the day, it was if somebody had a problem with somebody, you would hear, in magazine articles, blah, blah, but now you have more access
now we're moving
to
forward,
personally.
And it's live, it's direct.
Yeah, it's like, so I could just at you and we got a problem between me and you. So how far do you think it's going to keep going or it can stop?
I mean, once it gets as far as like people wanting to beat each other up or blow up, how are you blowing up a state? I mean, your career hasn't even blown up and you're trying to blow up a state? Like, I just don't get it.
I mean, he's working on that career thing, but I think it's going downhill in the East Coast after that one.
I mean, I guess he's not, any club promoter that books him for New Jersey, I guess has a beef now. They'll be at P.F. Chang's, not
it's
clubs.
over for that one. But I mean, it's just like any situation in the rap game. Like, obviously, watch your lyrics, because now you got beef, Keef, chill out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like any situation. You have to watch what you say because it goes viral and
even
it goes
now,
live and people
now
have
it's
their
so much
opinions.
more.
I mean, with anything, you could download it and it's it. Like, I heard
you probably said it like not even thinking about
It
well,
probably
obviously,
rhymed,
Yeah.
and he put it in there. Like he rhymed something with wow,
Wow,
and he put it in there.
No, I think it was
He's
more
no
than
Dr.
that,
Seuss.
but I just feel like it's unnecessary where you have to, if you have a problem with somebody, call them.
Emotion.
I'm done talking about him. Okay, so let's get to something really great. Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize, and she's
which is
17 years
super
old.
cool.
Yeah.
She's the youngest girl to win the Nobel Peace Prize. Yep.
Definitely.
That's right, kids. Stay in school, do something great, and you can get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well,
I wouldn't
she
go
was
that
actually
far, but,
she was actually shot while going to school twice in the head, and she survived.
She survived. Yeah.
She's actually the first person from Pakistan to win the Nobel Peace Prize. And what her entire motion is, she was fighting and protesting for women and children in Pakistan to have the opportunity to have an education, like what we don't
Take for granted,
Yeah.
and what we say we're getting tired of
for
doing.
granted, there's people fighting for it, you know, and it's amazing that someone so young and so brave is honored for this. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it really is awesome. So one thing I want to say was I was reading about her and how she, different celebrities were tweeting at her, you know, saying congratulations. And Naomi Campbell tweeted at her saying congrats, you know, it's great, blah, 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 and tweeted at her wrong name. Called her like Malaria or something.
I think that's okay. I
Not
think
only
that's
did she do
fine.
it once though and was corrected,
Hashtag fail.
Okay.
but then she did
Don't
it
do
again, like at Malaria, who is not a person on Twitter.
So it's not a user.
She-
You click-
no, it was just one to no
So
one.
when you clicked it, it said that user not found.
Yeah.
I think I don't think it was that big of a deal. The fact that she even reached out and was acknowledging the girl, I think.
Yeah,
She
was
but-
tried, Paige.
good. Yeah.
She should have gotten the girl's name right.
So she should have asked her assistant. True. I mean, I'm sure she has an assistant. She could have said, you know, Google her name or just type in her Instagram or something.
I
Coulda
mean, I
came
think
up.
that's just being. I mean, I don't want
Thoughtless?
I don't want Naomi Campbell coming after me.
Throwing the phone at you.
But I mean, that's just I think ignorant. Here, this girl did something like once in a lifetime. She's 17. She won a Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, I don't know the next time we'll see a 17-year-old girl
No, I agree.
win a Nobel
So
Peace
it's
Prize.
definitely worth getting her name right. Okay, I see your point now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, her, who's a model, supposed to be a role model, but
Yeah.
will be done. Naomi, try again.
In lighter news, we
It's getting
have
chilly out here in the East Coast.
yes, but it seems as though everyone's breaking up.
Ironically,
But it's cuffing
ironically, it's cuffing season.
Cuffing season.
But everybody's breaking up.
Brielle, can you define cuffing season for anyone that's
Yes,
not
our
aware of what
pop
cuffing season is?
guru.
Cuffing season is when it starts to get a little chillier outside and everyone wants to get booed up. Because in the summer, they wanted to be them. In the summer, they wanted to, you know, not act right, wanted to feel themselves. Everybody having their flings or like that. But once, you know, everybody goes back in the
It's getting
house.
chilly, and instead
they
of a
wanna
sweater,
cozy
you
up.
need somebody to cuddle with, and in which case, let
And
me tell
that's
you
when
who's not cuddling.
ex-boyfriends come out of the woodwork,
Yeah.
ex-girlfriends saying, "Hit you up, what's up, stranger?" You know, stuff like
oh,
that.
I hate that tag.
Like, that's annoying.
I hate that text.
But it doesn't make you feel good a little bit though.
A little,
Okay,
but let me
okay.
tell you that Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey are not cuddling this season.
Yeah, I was kind of. Was I
I'm kinda
surprised?
happy.
Were you
I'm a
surprised?
little over that. I never understood it. I
Me
never
either.
wanted to, and now I'm over it.
But I
I
mean,
just,
and he's really like it's really done because he covered up that
Let me know
huge
if he told
Mariah
you
Carey
Brielle, 'cause
tattoo.
Brielle be knowing.
No, it's a picture. I'm sure we'll be able to show a before and after picture of the huge Mariah Carey tattoo he got, and now he's replaced it with a cross. A cross
Now
tattoo.
he needs Jesus. Jason Derulo and Jordan Sparks are no more, which that breaks my heart.
I like them together. I like them. They
break my heart.
they
They
were
were
cute and
cute.
corny, like just
and I
like
heard
nice.
he was on a radio show and said that he did it over the phone.
But they probably did it over the phone because I remember during the interview. I remember during the
Thank you,
interview he was
little
on The Breakfast Club, and he said basically their relationship was long distance. They lived like in LA and then Florida and Miami. So, but they made it work for three.
Excuses,
No, but they made it work for
excuses.
3 years, which I give it credit. Dude, they're young and they're in the industry and then they live far. They made it work. And remember, he had the "Marry You" song. He had her in the video.
Yeah. Now what?
All right, well,
Divorce
another
song?
couple that's broken up is Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose.
We're gonna make this one nice and short.
Yeah.
I was okay.
Like her
No, but I
career.
was
Like, what is
no.
she famous
I was no. I like Amber. I was
What
surprised
exactly
that
does
they
she
broke
do?
up. I was like, oh,
Go
when
ahead,
I heard
Riel,
it.
tell me
You're
about it.
surprised that they broke up when he got caught with twins?
No, that's a rumor.
I mean, come on. I understand giving someone a second chance.
But, okay,
like,
so
the
what
other
makes-
twin was the second chance.
So, but my thing was, my thing was the week before, like a week before that, Amber made a twerking video on Instagram.
His picture and his song.
Yeah, celebrating his #1 single. So she was repping for her man, but then they broke up or whatever. And she sent out, a
why we
tweet
can't do it, ladies.
apologizing
We
for
can't
it.
be showing them too
And
much
then, like a
love.
typical man, she's reacting with Instagram saying she feel like her best friend has died. And he's dyeing his hair purple. And
That's
then
how he
tweeting
reacts.
pictures with him and his dog, like a
It
typical
feels
man acting like he doesn't
dealing
care.
With this breakup really
But they were only
well.
married for a year. I was kind of surprised. I was. No, seriously, I was.
I wasn't. She
Moving on.
is just trying to navigate
You don't like
someone
Amber?
more famous.
I
I don't.
Go ahead, Paige. Say it.
There's just I don't like people that are famous for
no reason?
being famous or for marrying someone famous. You know,
But she did. I will say she did capitalize off of it, and she's making her own money.
Oh yeah, now.
No, but I mean, even when she was with Kanye, she was like this spectacle
then.
girl.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, whatever. My thing is, if you're gonna take your 15 minutes, take it and run with it, and she ran with it. Now she has an hour or
And
two.
she
So.
went really far.
So another couple that broke up
That
was
Paige was mentioning this earlier. It was Hank and Kendra.
Kendra
Yeah,
Wilkerson,
and I love Kendra.
the former Playmate,
Yeah,
and they have a reality show.
He was a former NFL player, and he got released, and apparently just went like a little too nutty, and cheated on her with a
Transvestite, right?
yeah, a transgender.
But I did watch the reality show, and she wasn't too nice to him. Like, not that I understand, like, that's a reason for him to cheat or anything, but, she wasn't too much of a, nice person. So.
I mean, to make things even worse, when he did cheat on her, well, allegedly cheated on her,
He cheated.
she was pregnant with their second child.
like 8 months pregnant.
Yeah. And I watched the interview with her and Juliana Rancic, and she said, I know maybe I didn't look my best, which was like so heartbreaking. Here she's like, carrying your child, and she's worried about how she looks because he went and...
Well, that's the same. Tiki Barber loved his wife when she was pregnant with twins. remember?
And
So.
then brings us to the point that these people won't be cuffing this season.
And next up, we'll have the By the Way segment, where Vanessa will teach you how to get through this year of school easy, breezy, and clean. Now we have our By the Way segment, where we're going to watch a clip. Vanessa's going to teach us how to get through this school years with a breeze.
Hey guys, I'm Vanessa, and today we're at Rutgers Newark. As we all know, the first day of school can be very overwhelming. But luckily, our TTYL SOS Student Survivors Guide has some great tips for kicking off the new school year. Different strokes for different folks. When it comes to studying, everyone has their own technique.
Yo, Brandon, what's up, man?
Yeah, bro. How you?
Some can study from little to no noise, and others need really quiet areas.
Come on, man, let's go.
However your study habits are, let's take a look at these two roommates and how they do it.
Come on, you wanna come out with me later tonight, right? Brandon, come on, man.
Good, bro. I'm trying to study, man. Are you serious?
Determine the proper study habits, simply feel out the place you're in, and move away from all distractions. Avoid noisy areas and stick to private study rooms. To better manage your time, do not wait until the last minute to get your assignments done. Planners always seem to work and will help you stay on track and not miss a project deadline. Writing everything down in your planner is key and will help you develop a proper study schedule. Sticking to a schedule will help you map out your daily itinerary in an organized manner. Being the new kid in school is always tough. Adjusting to new classrooms, making new friends, Even dealing with new teachers is always a challenge during the school year.
Best thing to do is to become involved in school activities, such as joining organizations or even becoming homecoming king on campus. Becoming a member of a school organization, such as a fraternity or a sorority, can open many doors to campus life. This can help you around the school and even to meet new people.
And of course, for your first day, make sure to remember your essentials. A pen, of course, your notebook, and my favorite, the binder.
Laptops, calculators, snacks, beverages, and a new wardrobe are key essentials during the school year. Determining which laptop to get and what to wear on the first day can be a tough yet exciting moment. Always try to get the right bang for your buck. Find the best sales around you in both electronics and in clothing. Sanitary kits are always safe to have, especially in dorm rooms.
Well guys, that concludes our TTYL SOS Student Survivor Guide. Who knew it could be so helpful? I know I picked up some tips and I'm all set. Until next time guys, TTYL.
Next up, we have a special guest, Kevin Sedano from the Newark Students Union. But first, we're going to watch a clip on all of his efforts. Kevin, nice to meet you.
Hey Kevin, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Okay, so we want you to explain to our viewers what exactly is the Newark Students Union.
Well, the Newark Students Union is, as our quote says, an organization created by the students for the students. It was created about 2 years ago in 2013, around March. Basically, what we created it for is for students' rights here in Newark, because what we see nowadays is a lot of the rights that we used to have are being taken away by the district, not only by Chris Christie, but also majorly being taken away by Cammie Anderson.
Okay, and what inspired you to create this organization?
In reality, I didn't create it. It was created, again, like I said, March by two major people, which was Jason Bazali and Thais Marquez. It was created to around the time because 2013 came along, there was a $53 million budget cut from the district.
Wow.
And that's a lot of money for after-school programs, a lot of
Schools in general.
schools in general, just saying throughout the entire district. And it's nothing like what Christie did with the 175 million, from the entire state.
Wow.
So it was created to fight against that because there was no type of vote taken into account of why the money was being taken away.
Excellent. As an active member of the union, what has been your best moment thus far? Like what accomplishment or what do you feel most filled?
One of my biggest moments would have to be probably the 20th of May, which was a really big action. Basically what we did is we shut down a board meeting that they were having. It was again another budget meeting, and again they wanted to do more budget cuts to our schools. And mind you, this is the second year.
Is this a protest that you guys had?
We are an activist group. We do protests, boycotts, walkouts, a lot of different things throughout the entire district.
how many, like what's to say is the youngest member of your organization, or how does that really go amongst you guys and the students? Are there particular schools in Newark that are, or is it just like all high school students, middle school students?
We want to go, at the moment, we're just stuck with high school students because we have a lot of high schools ranging from freshman to senior year, whether it is from different schools like science, art, university, Behringer, a lot of, basically almost all the schools in the districts.
Right.
And we've been trying to get more into middle school issues, but being so that we're only high school students, we want to get more people involved. And we all know that during high school year, you have more freedom about what you can do, but middle school year, you're still ruled by your parents.
Right.
Okay, so how has, you guys are making a lot of stands, are sticking up for yourselves and for the rest of the students in the city. How has the community responded to you guys' actions?
From the way I see it, there's two types of perspectives. So you have the people that see us that are living in Newark, and from them, they applaud us, they tell us, thank you for doing this, because a lot of people don't stand up for this. One of the major things is teachers can't stand up because they're under contract, so they can get fired if they were to protest or do something against them. And parents, most of the time, my mother doesn't even speak English, okay? And a lot of the students being affected are either African American or Latino, and half the time, the parents don't really know what to say about it. But then you have the perspective that's outside of Newark itself. We have a lot of people that don't know about the case, they don't know what's going on, so what they do, they immediately infer that we're just a couple of rebel kids. So we had a walkout, 2013, for the budget cuts. Not a lot of people knew that it was because of budget cuts, they just thought that we walked to the school. And they make it seem, oh, these students just walked to the school because they felt like it.
Now, are these things planned? I'm so sorry, Brent. Like, do you guys just get together and you're like, at lunchtime, we're going to march out of here? Like, do teachers kind of know that this is coming? Like,
Do they work with you on the low?
In reality, we want to get teachers to work with us, but because of the contract, we try not to involve them as much because we love our teachers. We don't want any of them to actually be fired because of us. So usually any type of action that we do, it takes us about like 2 to 3 months to plan it in advance. So you have the core members and then you have the entire overall student basis. So the core members would be the president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. At the moment, I am head of the media committee, so I'm in charge of their Twitter, their Instagram, their YouTube.
So that's definitely getting the word out. So
important.
one of the things that you guys have done, I remember hearing, is that you guys had a protest in front of the Board of Education in Newark. Now, as myself being a product of Newark Public Schools, thank you, from elementary, middle, and high school, university. So it kind of makes me upset, this whole thing that's going on with the freshmen that are coming in, the whole lottery thing that they're doing. Can you give light on that and just explain to everybody? And by the way, they're closing, a lot of high schools in Newark are getting closed down the district is so big, so go ahead.
First, yeah, that's a really big issue. They're closing a lot of schools and then they're merging schools. Like Behringer, you've seen the building, it's not that big, but it has 2 schools in it, 2 separate schools from itself. I wouldn't know the name for it, but then you also have, I believe, Westside. Westside has 3 schools. How are you supposed to merge an entire population of from freshman to senior into a building in more than 1 school? So with the whole lottery issue is what's happening, it started around my time when I was applying for high school.
And what year was that?
That was 2012, around February, I believe. And what it used to be is you used to send a letter to every different school you wanted to go to. Then they would reply to you, oh, you got accepted, you didn't, and you would go to the school you want to. Nowadays, they want to do this universal application. And what you do is you mark the schools from 1 to 6 or from 1 to however you want to go to. If the first school doesn't accept you, they pass your application to another school and to another school. But in reality, the way we see it is it's a lottery number, because I have a lot of friends who were A+ all throughout and got sent all the way to East Side or West Side.
And that makes a good point to what you said. You know, I could be living in a district where I should be going to Behringer, but I have to go all the way across town to go to Shabazz, which is in Newark, but it's far, about 2 buses in the morning. So, for instance, with me, I went to university, but I lived in a whole other district. That was my choice because I wanted to go there. Now you're not really having a choice. Now you said with your friend being an A+ student, they're going somewhere else, whereas before they had a choice to test to either go to magnet schools, universities, science, technology, or arts. And now that chance isn't given to them.
Yeah, because as of this year, all magnet schools have lost their privilege to be magnets.
Wow.
And in that happening, and that happening, there's a lot of things that I go against. I don't necessarily go to arts, but I'm a big advocate for the arts. What you used to do is, if you wanted to get into arts, which used to be a magnet school, you would apply. If you wanted to do vocal, you'd sing. If you wanted to do dance, you gave them a performance. Nowadays, you just go because they tell you to go there.
How do you gear yourself to get ready towards college, which you're supposed to be prepped on, whatever school you decide to go to, and now it's not given to you, you know?
Right.
I worked hard, not just me, but anyone say, I'm a dancer, I'm a singer, if I want to go into media, things of that nature, I should be going to arts. But now you're telling me that a program there is not probably even being offered, and now I have to worry about a crowded school. How am I supposed to learn? I mean, I hear that elementary schools now are having like 5 schools packed into one school, which is ridiculous.
So where do you see the student union going, like, in the future?
At the moment, we're very local based, just in Newark kind of thing. We've done a couple protests over in Trenton, but what we're trying to head for now is we're trying to head for a wider spectrum. Instead of just the state or just our city, we want to head towards the entire country, because it's not just us who this is happening to. This is also happening over in New Orleans, Philadelphia, California. A lot of those places, we've actually had commentaries with them. We've talked to them, and they tell us that the same thing's going on. They've even called us before to ask for advice of how to do this, how to do that.
Wow, that's amazing.
So what do you see for yourself in your future? Do you want to remain to be an activist for education? What do you see for your plans?
In my viewpoint, I plan to go out of country when I graduate. I'm heading for my PhD in psychology, child psychology to be exact.
Wow, that's great. Good for you.
One of my how do you would say specialties would have to be somewhere around the idea of activism or something like that. And sure, I would probably help every now and then, but I think I might stick to activism maybe in Europe. Depending how my life goes, I'm sort of a go with the flow kind of person.
So once you saw this in the media and the news covering it, how did that make you feel?
Well, in reality, it didn't start at the media, because it's one of those things where the government, not the government, but I would say like it wasn't very portrayed throughout the media. The only way I figured out is by the Students Union. I joined about 4 months after it was created, and I've been with them ever since. But they're the ones that advocated throughout the school, passed out flyers, gave us information about what's really going on, because most of us were pretty blind to what was actually the dilemma.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, I mean, this was excellent. There were things that you stated that I wasn't aware of, and I'm glad that they were brought to light, and I hope that our viewers really gained from our visit from Kevin. Kevin, thank you very much for being with us today here on TTYL. I think what you guys are doing is excellent.
Also, do you guys have any Instagrams or Facebooks where people can follow you?
You can follow us on Twitter at Newark Students, and you can look us up on Facebook, which is Newark Students Union. And yeah,
Do you have any upcoming events that you want to tell our viewers
upcoming
about?
events, we're planning for something around December, so you keep an eye on that. But the bigger event would be somewhere around March.
Okay.
So yeah.
They're busy.
Okay, thank you again, Kevin, for coming.
My name is Danny. I just got accepted into Berkeley College, and I'm planning to.
Okay, so this is our blog question of the day. So how this works is every week we will put out a blog question of the day, and we want the viewers at home as well as our audience to let us know what they think. So this blog question of the day is, what is your major and what is your career aspiration?
Okay.
Vanessa, you want to start it off?
Well, I am a public relations major at Montclair State University here in New Jersey, and my career goals, if you guys follow us on our Tumblr page, I love fashion. Fashion is my thing, so I hope to go into public relations and fashion.
Yeah, perfect.
I've got my associates at Essex County College within communications, so I hope to pursue my education with broadcast journalism, and anything in my career I hope is something to do with media, so continue being a news anchor or a journalist, anything of that nature.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Which is obviously what we all love to do, because that's why we're here today. Paige, can you answer our blog question of the day?
I can. I am a broadcast journalism major as well, and my career aspiration is pretty much what we're doing today. Anything TTYL related and anything with journalism, broadcast, news anchoring, I just love, and I want to keep doing that. So, but really what we want to know is what our audience is doing. So let's take someone from the audience, and we would love to know your major and your career aspiration. Hi, you can stand up.
Okay, give us your name.
Yes, what's your
Hi,
name?
my name is Steven.
Okay.
Hi, Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Welcome to TTYL.
How you doing?
All right, so our block question is what your
What is your
major
major?
is, where you go to school would be super awesome, and what your career aspirations are.
Okay, so my major is I am an information technology major. I just got my associates at Essex. And my aspiration is, well, I'm continuing to finish, get my master's.
Excellent.
But my aspiration is to be a CIO, Chief Information Officer. I love information technology, everything that is information technology. So
Smart guy.
So now we know when we need a little tech help who we can count on. Back in the day when you had the cool MySpace layout, your MySpace was the best one.
popping.
Got it.
All right.
I'm a little tech savvy myself, that's why.
Okay.
So you definitely have a career that's set for you for life because that's the way the world's gonna be.
That's what it is.
You're
Yeah.
making
Runs on me.
invest in yourself is the best investment you can make, and technology is not going anywhere.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Your name.
My name is Ahada, and I don't know what I really want to be right now.
That's
But
okay.
I have an interest in fashion, and I love to get dressed and go places and look. I like
Girl,
to
we
look
can be
pretty.
best friends. You
I
wanna-
like I like your bomber
Yeah,
that you have on now. It's
You
cute.
look very
Thank you.
fashionable.
And I also like to help people, so I guess I'll
Merge the two.
merge the two.
Yeah,
help
you
people
can be a
with
stylist.
fashion.
Help me
Absolutely.
fashion.
There's
helping
plenty of people
someone.
out there that don't know how to dress, girl. They need your help. They need your help. Now, are you a high school student?
No.
Where do you go to school?
At University Heights Charter School.
Oh.
I'm in 7th grade.
It's a baby.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Danny. I just got accepted into Berkeley College, and I'm planning
Congratulations.
to.
Yeah. What are you going to be studying at Berkeley?
I plan to study child psychology so I can
Okay.
become a child social worker.
Oh, awesome. Ooh, there's a little bit of everything in our audience today. We have the tech guy who's going to
Change the world.
change the world. But we have the girl that's gonna dress the person that's gonna change the world. And then that person's gonna have kids, and she got that.
Definitely. So you guys, like Paige said earlier, our Black Question of the Day will be posted on our Twitters and our Instagrams. So you guys hashtag TTYLTV so you can receive the responses. And before you know it, we'll be able to read your responses here on the show.
Our MVP of the show is the Newark Youth Council, who was elected by Mayor Raz Baraka, and we're going to watch a clip on all their efforts.
Basically, we're going out into the community, talking to the youth, talking about what they want to see differently, how are their lives impacted about the everyday activities that's going on, whether it be violence or positive youth groups or mentor groups or anything, and how we could change that and get more youth involved with it.
I'm a part of creating the youth town hall meetings that we have within the community. So I go to the different schools and high schools, and I try to gather up students who will be interested to come to the meetings.
A big thing that I wanted to do is create a platform for youth in general to voice their opinions. So that's why we're going to have the youth town halls, we want to have the youth summit, and we really just want to start giving students a space and a voice to have them heard.
We're actually trying to put more into play with kids in the community and opportunities for them in the future so that we could have a better future for our city.
We're working on a lot of things, such as a film festival. I think this is a tremendous idea.
You can submit your video and you'll be in a lineup and you'll get a grand prize at the end.
I believe that every young child in the city of Newark should take this opportunity if they're given it, because you can learn a lot and you can meet a lot of new people that can help you out also.
I would like to put this on my college resume. And it's not only about academics and school-wise, that I actually gave something back to my community, which would be a blessing, actually.
I just want to help those to attain things that's going to be helpful to them in various ways.
The most difficult part of the job is balancing it with school, I think. It's like a struggle balancing both, but I know that in the end, I'll pull it together.
My name is Shakira, and until next time, TTYL.
It's awesome that this council is an actual working council. Every member is assigned their own ward, and they're active with it.
So it's nice to see that the youth is active in the community, and Kristen, who came up in the video, is actually the president of the Newark Students Union, which Kevin, our guest, was a member of, and she's a part of this as well. So it's nice to see the youth participating in multiple activities within the community to really make a difference. Like, that's what it should be all about.
These movements maybe go national, be on the news and things of that nature.
I mean, it should be the youth, because they're the ones that are going to have to live with all these different changes, and
absolutely,
they should be active.
And it's great that this is coming up here. And I mean, Newark is an up-and-coming community all the time. It's great to see the youth taking a stand, and I think it's awesome that Mayor Baraka gave them the opportunity to have titles, to have a position where they can
to feel important.
Exactly.
And maybe this will influence other districts, other towns, and things of that nature.
Okay, so that ends our episode of TTYL. Thank you guys for watching. I want to thank our DJ Little Man.
We also want to thank Kevin, our guest, for coming out today from the Newark Students Union. We really appreciate your presence.
And of course, you guys are a wonderful audience. Thank you. And remember, guys, to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, at TTYLTV, on our website, www.ttyltv.com. Signing out, this is Vanessa,
Brielle,
and I'm Paige.
Until next time, guys,
TTYL.